Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how you can use natural family planning or fertility tracking to know exactly when you're ovulating, when you can conceive, how to track your periods and your cycles and all the good stuff. I just want to quickly say it's not a full in-depth video, so after watching this video, don't think that you can just jump into fertility tracking and think that you got it all sorted, because it goes a lot deeper than that and it is quite complicated. Some women have really long cycles, some are very irregular, some women have mid-cycle bleeding, some women have constant discharge. There's a lot of different scenarios, but there are ways to track with each of those scenarios. So before I actually show you what to do, I do have this book that I want you guys to take a look at. So it's called The Art of Natural Family Planning. I bought this on Amazon. I will try to leave a link in the description box. It is an insane, amazing book. It's like a textbook. You don't have to read the whole thing. The reason why it's so thick is because for any condition or type of cycle or age that you have or are, this tells you exactly how to do natural family planning for that situation. So for example, I had PCOS and my periods were very, very irregular and my cycles were all over the map. It was really hard to find a pattern. So it didn't matter. I was still able to track and know exactly when I'm ovulating and when I'm not, just by using this book. You can just open up the index or whatever and find exactly which page you need. So I do recommend reading this book. Really dive deep into natural family planning before you get started. Also, I will leave links in the description box to a website. It's called Serena. It's where I first heard of natural family planning. They have so much resources on their website. You can also purchase the graph or fertility tracking sheet, which I will show you in a minute, from there as well. I don't know if they do this in the US, but in Canada, Serena, which is like they teach you how to do natural family planning. They have couples in each area, so you can just send them an email, tell them where you live, and they will connect you to a teacher couple, which means it's a couple who has been using natural family planning for a long time and they know it inside and outside, and they will teach you exactly how to do it, what you're looking for, and they're free. They are incredible. My husband and I both took the course several times from a local couple, and they were incredible. And they taught us so much. So now we're gonna get into it. Natural family planning, we use it to help not only, space our children, but we use it to track my fertility. So because I had PCOS and it was all over the map, I could never tell when my period was gonna come. I could never tell when I was ovulating for when you are trying to have children. So what I did, I've been using this for 7 years, and what I did was I would track my cycle, and just by going off of my symptoms, I knew exactly when I could expect my period to come, and all of that. So we'll kind of get into some detail, but I have been doing it for 7 years. I am not on any birth control or anything like that. I am just using this. The first few years, it took me a while to get the hang of it because, like I said, I did have very irregular cycles. It was a big learning curve for me to figure out exactly what I'm looking for, hence the 3 kids in under 3 years. But I have a good grasp on it now, and I just wanted to share with you how simple it is to really track. And I love this method because it's 100% natural and safe. It takes 5 seconds out of your day. It's so simple, and you don't have to put any synthetic hormones from birth control in your body, which has so many detrimental effects to your health. So I'm a huge advocate for this, and I'm gonna get started and show you the only things you're going to need to track your cycle is going to be a chart, which I will give you a close-up of in just a second. You will need a basal body thermometer. So this is the one I use. I got it from Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. You can buy these on Amazon. The only thing you want to make sure is that it's to 4 decimal places so that you can get a really accurate reading, because a point of a decimal makes a huge difference when you're charting your temperature. So I'm going to quickly get started. What you do, the first thing is I don't want to make this video long, so we're going to go quick. You wake up in the morning. You have to find a consistent time. So if you wake up at 7 a.m., that's when your time is going to be pretty much every morning. You want to make sure you're pretty consistent with the time that you take your temperature. So you wake up in the morning, you turn this on before you get out of bed, before you go to the bathroom, before you check your phone. You open your eyes, you reach for your thermometer, put it under your tongue, and you just hold it until it beeps, and that will be your temperature. You can turn it off, go back to bed, or continue with your day. Then at night, what you do is you just find your temperature and you chart it on here. So you have the days. I'll show you a close-up of this. You have the days and the weeks. And you just chart your temperature, and all you're looking for in the beginning of your cycle, it's going to be a lower temperatures. Then you're going to ovulate, and then right after ovulation, you'll start seeing a spike or an increase in your temperature. All you're looking for are 3 high temperatures, and then that means that you are no longer fertile or ovulating. And if you were trying to avoid getting pregnant or avoid conception, that is when you would resume intimate relations. Otherwise, if you were trying to get pregnant, you would definitely want to make sure that you are having those intimate relations on the day that you are most fertile, and usually that would include a lot of vaginal discharge. You can also check your cervix, which means you were looking for something that's like open and not so firm, and then a really low temperature as well. Otherwise, you're looking for dry, so no vaginal discharge. You're looking for a high temperature and a closed, tilted, and firm cervix. That means that you are not fertile. And if you, again, are trying to not conceive, then that would be the signs you're looking for. It is literally that simple. There is something called the Lady Comp. I will try to leave a link in the description. I don't own one, but I would love to in the future. It's nice because it has a thermometer attached to this little device. So you take your temperature and it charts your everything for you, and it tells you exactly when you're fertile, when you're not, the chances of having a boy or a girl based on the time that you would have intercourse. So it's really super cool, and it's a whole other video topic, so I'll leave it in the description box and you guys can take a look at it if you're interested. But that is really all it is to natural family planning. Now, like I said, there's some complications that can happen if you have really irregular periods, if you have constant vaginal discharge, so you can't tell when you're fertile and when you're not. There's a lot of things that can throw off your tracking and your symptoms. So that's where the book will really come in handy, to be able to find out exactly how to still do natural family planning even with irregularities. So it's super simple. Once you get the hang of it, it's really easy. Ideally, you just abstain. If you're trying to avoid conception, you would abstain on the days where you are fertile, and then you would resume intercourse on the days where you are not. Every woman's different, so based off of your cycle, it'll determine how many days you're fertile and how many you're not. So the book, again, will give you detail along with the Serena website. I just wanted to share this because I had a lot of people asking what we do in terms of spacing out kids and all of that. And I've never ever used hormonal birth control. I never will. I am completely against it, not only for health reasons, but also for religious reasons. But mainly with what it does to your body, I just don't think it's very natural to be taking that. So I love this method. It is absolutely incredible, and I just want to bring awareness to it because a lot of people don't even know it's an option. But us females, we're not ovulating and fertile our entire cycle. It is just a couple days, and if you can chart and learn how to read which days you're fertile and which days you're not, you'll feel so much more powerful. You'll really understand your body, and it is the most natural way to track your cycle and actually learn about your body, and to figure out what days you can have intercourse if you are really trying to conceive, because a lot of times couples are having difficulties with that. So if you know I'm ovulating on this day or around this day, you know that those are the days where you want to have intimate relations. And if you're trying to space out your children, if you have a bunch and you're like, I need a break, then this is the most natural way to do that as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, it's not an all-inclusive one-on-one how to do it. That would take a while, and I wouldn't feel comfortable giving you tips and then you guys feel like this is all you need. So this is more of just an introductory where I quickly explained how it works, and I'm hoping that if it's something you think you can do, like I said, it takes 5 seconds out of your day to actually do this, then you can go do some more research on your own, and I highly recommend purchasing this book, which gives you everything you need to know about natural family planning and fertility tracking. So thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I love you all, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.